what I always tell parents, a lot of parents ask me, when should I introduce my children to firearms? So what I always tell them is that's up to the parent. When I remember the first time I found that out was bringing my son to the range when he was 3, and I brought my son to the range with my dad and my stepmom, and we were taking turns. One of us would sit in the lobby while the other two would go on the range, and never brought him into the range. The guy at the end, we were at Bayou Dragon on the West Bank. At the end of it, the guy came and he said, "Look," he said, "we don't have an age limit, so whenever you're ready for him to go in there, you bring him in there." I realized these folks is bringing their kids in there at 3. So definitely, what I tell parents is that it's up to you. What I did for my son was I got him an airsoft gun, not one like that, but it was one you had to cock every time. And we would every summer when we were in Chicago, we would come down to Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi, where my dad lived. He had a little holster, and he would walk around with the toy gun, and we went over the rules every time. And after about 2 years of that, when I felt like he was responsible enough, and I think he was about 10 or 11 at the time, started him, learning how to shoot.